Hello and welcome to Titanium Taurus Tarot, and today I'll be doing a reading for Taurus. Okay, well, first of all, I'll be doing earth sign readings, just so you know. And so I'll start with Taurus. Okay, so this is for any placement of Taurus you have in your chart. If you do, great. If you don't, great as well. You probably have a message in here for you. So keep an ear out. And if you are a cross watcher, I welcome you with open arms, because heaven knows I was a cross watcher for many a video myself. So I get you and I got you. Now I use Star Spinner Tarot. I'll also mention when it is important for you to utilize your own intuition. And with that, let's get started. So first card that wants to come out is the Lover's card pointing towards the right. Okay, so any card coming out pointing towards the right to me means that it's happening quickly or it's happening in the near future. Well, deep future. How deep a future, I don't know. But if you continue doing things the way you've been doing them up to this point, it is a good sign it's going to happen. Right now, let me just continue. So the next card is the Queen of Coins. The Star card. Whew. Star card. Sorry. The Fool. Another Lover's card. Slightly different. The Empress. The Page of Wands, the Two of Swords, the Three of Wands, and the Page of Swords, as well as the Hermit. Okay, so give me a moment, please. Placement. So, starting off with the Lover's card pointing towards the right. As I said, this might be happening quickly, or this might be happening in the future. How deep a future? I don't know. It all depends on your choices. Okay, and the Lover's card is Gemini energy, and it basically talks of a choice that you have to make from the heart, or that you are going to make from the heart. Okay, so this could be in regards to romance. It could also be in regards to something that you appreciate, that something that you would absolutely adore to do, and things of that nature. So, but it is a choice. And if you notice on this card, there are two individuals of different genders. Okay, and they're both looking at each other with their eyes open, which is interesting because on most of these cards, everybody, pretty much everybody, has their eyes closed. So when I see eyes open, that's interesting. This choice is a conscious choice. It is a choice that you've thought of a lot. It is a choice that you are willing to make wholeheartedly. It's a choice that you are consciously, you've brought up to your conscious, to thought about in your subconscious, brought up to your conscious, and that you're utilizing. See, we have multiple layers of our mind, right? So we have the unconscious, well, we have the subconscious, the unconscious, and the conscious. And we don't necessarily know what is happening in the subconscious. Those are things that you automatically do. You don't even have to think about them. That's the unconscious. Then there's the subconscious. I think I've mixed myself up. Anyway, you brought it to your conscious awareness, and that is why you are making this choice at this point. Before I confuse us anymore, right? And that decision, well, first of all, this card came up pointing at right. It is now pointing towards the right. So your conscious choice that you're making, that you've thought about for a moment, all right, and that you've decided to make a move on, will definitely bring you return on your investment, right? With the Queen of Coins. And the Queen of Coins is a very loving and nurturing individual, and she's taking care of this. She's hugging this rabbit, right? So it is very well to do. You are she's cuddling the rabbit. She is taking care of him. She's giving him love, which is also interesting because in this card, in this deck, the King of Coins is a rabbit, which is interesting. So now we move on to the second card, which is the Star, Aquarian energy, which talks of hope and promise for the future, which is exactly what being as nurturing as you are with whatever this is going to allow you to think, right? Because you have good intentions, you are in the right vibe, in the right vibration, and so you are attracting to you exactly what you want. Okay? Now, the next card is the Fool. Now, the Fool, all right, is Aries energy, and it talks of a new beginning. It's not just a new beginning, well, new beginning that is devoid of any past experiences, meaning that it's not like your first go around. This star, interestingly enough, the star that is our star, that is the sun, okay, it is not your first go around. So you've had some past experiences which have led you to have, like, when you do things, you have like latent fears that are stopping you from doing stuff. But now, the Fool, if I can hold on to the card, you are saying, screw it, I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna do it right. And so that is where that happens. Now, the next card is the Lovers. Now, in this card, we see two individuals of the same gender. Okay, so this might be that the way I see this is that whatever the choice, it's still talking of a choice, but the choice is of same mind, like something similar. Something similar is a very big component of your choice. So it might be the same vibration, might be the same gender, might be the same personality type. I don't know what this is, but same field of interest. I don't know, you know, same project, you know, because there are some projects which involves a lot of people, and I'm thinking about films, movies, I'm thinking about projects, I'm thinking about university, like university researches. I'm thinking about a specific university in Quebec, which is called HEC, which actually has, it's not just in Quebec that this happens, it happens everywhere, right? But this is the university where this happens mostly. There are projects that involve multiple different players, that they work on a research project together. I'm thinking about building a house, which involves plumbing, electrical, woodwork, design, all this stuff. It's a big project. And so maybe you're choosing someone who thinks along the same lines as you, something along those lines. But whatever it is, with the next card being the Empress, who's a very creative energy, someone who creates out of nothing or has that creative spark, okay? It is, well, it's a good project. It is going to lead you to many things, is what I'm getting. You're the person who's dealing with this, okay? Or the person you might be dealing with who is dealing with this, okay? Now, the next card is the Page of Wands. Now, the Page of Wands, just have to look it up. Well, if you notice, okay, this Empress has her eyes open. She is clearly choosing what to create, right? While as this Page of Wands has his eyes closed, right? And what is coming to mind is that this Page of Wands has learned that same spell so often and done it so often that he no longer has to look at what he's doing, because he just knows where everything, the space, how they're, where they're placed. He knows the movements to do. He knows the stuff he needs to do, and everything that has to come into alignment so that his spell works, right? I don't know what the spell is, but he knows what he's doing. So he has his eyes closed because he can, it's like driving with your eyes closed, which is not suggested because there's all these moving parts involved. But you know that one thing that you can do with your eyes closed because you know it so well, you know, like opening a door. You know how to open a door because you've done it so often in your life. Kind of this. So it could be a menial task like opening a door or brushing your teeth or combing your hair or taking a shower. I don't know, right? Whatever this thing is for you is what I'm talking about, okay? Now, the next card is the Two of Swords. Now, the Two of Swords talks about being stuck between your thought and an emotion. You are stuck between two ideas, thought and emotion, and you are kind of stumped. You don't know which way to go. You don't know where to turn. You are not certain of what you're going to do next, right? Could it be that you held your eyes closed? This Page of Wands knew what they were doing, but for some reason, what they were doing was slightly going awry. And due to that, they have to rethink their method of completing this task because their eyes are closed too. They're rethinking. They're thinking about how they're going to make it happen, right? Then you have the Three of Wands. Now, the Three of Wands talks about waiting for your ship to come in. It's basically you're expecting something, right? You're expecting something. Now, this could be in regards to that thing that went slightly awry that you rethought of how to do in the next time. Or this might be you have like guests coming over, or I don't know what it is. It's going to differ from one person to the other, right? But in any case, the next card being the Page of Swords, okay, whatever you're waiting on is not something stable. So you need to be on the lookout. You need to be vigilant. You need to be like on your tiptoes. You need to be mindful of this because this Page of Swords attention span is that of a butterfly, right? Yes. And now the next card is the Hermit card. Now the Hermit, all right, talks of finding or being a mentor, taking a break from society, a commitment to your spiritual growth. Okay, so this is basically all that I have for you guys this week. My gorgeous Virgo, Tauruses, excuse me. So if you like this and if you'd like me to go deeper into your specific situation, please contact me at the email in the box below and it'll be my pleasure to assist. In that same box, you'll find a little description of this video and my price. Now, if you would like a private reading, well, my price for private readings, as well as the email you can send donations to on PayPal if you feel so called. And with that being said, my gorgeous Tauruses, I wish you guys all a very good week, and I'll see you next time, okay? Bye. Hello, and welcome to Titanium Taurus Tarot, and today I'll be doing a reading for Virgos, okay? So this is for any placement of Virgo you have in your chart. If you do, great. If you don't, great as well. You probably have a message in here for you, so keep an ear out. And if you are a cross watcher, I welcome you with open arms, because heaven knows I was a cross watcher for many a video myself, so I get you and I got you. Now, I use Star Spinner Tarot. I'll also mention when it's important for you to use your own intuition. And with that, let's get started, my gorgeous and fellow Virgos. Yes, so please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Virgos, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Virgos, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message. Ooh, I got two. I got the King of Chalices and the Seven of Wands. I can hold them up straight and be nice. Seven of Wands. King of Chalices and Seven of Wands. Okay. With the Three of Coin in the reverse, with the Five of Wands in the upright, the Fool in the upright. Interesting. The Nine of Wands in the reverse, the Four of Swords, the King of Wands, is that it? Yes, King of Wands, the Page of Wands, the Ace of Cups, Ace of Chalices, sorry, terminology, Seven of Chalices, and let me just get this straightened out for y'all, and the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so let's begin with the King of Chalices. All right, this is someone who is in charge of their emotions, who is not, who is very mindful of what it is they're doing, of how they're doing it, and so on and so forth. Now the next card, being the Seven of Wands, would be that this person has made a choice, and their choice is not emotional. Their choice is factual, it's based on logic, it's based on something greater than like reactionary, right? So it's not, their decision is not based on solely emotions. It's based on something a little more balanced, is what I'm getting. Now with the Three of Coins in the reverse, I feel like, because Three of Coins in the reverse, as you see, there is a genie on this card, and this genie has 3 wishes. Excuse me? That this individual has asked for. Okay, now he's asked for it, he's wishing for it, he's hoping for it, but has he done any seeing as it's in the reverse, this wish will not be granted, at least not this week. Or when I say will not be granted, as in you can't just ask for it and have it appear out of nowhere as if by magic from a genie. It needs to be something that you actually work on to see it manifest, is what I'm getting. Now the next card is the Five of Wands. Now the Five of Wands on this card is showing this fairy who has her heart pierced by 5 wands, right? It's a lot. It is a lot. And she is in the fetal position, so it's having a toll on her energy, on her state of mind, on all of that. And the way that she is breaking free of that is with the Fool. Now the Fool is indicating that she has decided to start something new. Well, this could be male or female, it doesn't have to be, right? But this individual is in a fetal position. She is heartbroken. Her project did not lift off as she had planned. So with the Fool coming and visiting her, this is just indicating that she has decided to start a new project completely devoid of any past experience. Now, that does not mean that she's not going to take the lessons that she learned into the new project. She is. It's just that she will not let the past downfalls stop her from achieving what it is she wants to achieve. You know? Interesting. Now, the next card is the Nine of Wands in the reverse. Now, the Nine of Wands in the upright would indicate difficulty. It would indicate something hard to do, something that she doesn't want to do, something that she's dredging doing. But in this case, it is in the reverse. So at least this week, it is not something that she is drudging. That she's like, oh my God, why? Why must I do this? Why? No, that is not the case. This week, she's like, okay, let's do this. Possibly because she has gone within and thought about what she needs to do, what her next steps are, right? If this has anything to do with me, I had this because I have Virgo in my chart. I thought about this project that has been giving me a little bit of difficulty for a couple of years now, but I'm like, you know what? I better start. Just start, like small steps, teeny tiny steps. You know, and once the ball gets rolling, it'll be rolling in the right direction. And then I'll want to do more and more and more and more. It's as simple as that. Now, the next card is the King of Wands. Now, the King of Wands is someone who is in control of every single action that they do, that they take, and they do it with conviction. He does this knowing what he wants to manifest in his life, what he wants to work on, what he wants to see brought to fruition. Okay? Now, on top of that, the next card is the Page of Wands. Interesting how I said that when you start small, right, and you get the ball rolling, and as the ball goes down with its momentum, okay, or the ball goes forward with the momentum, it starts picking up stuff and it starts to pick up speed, and due to that, it will get you to your wanted destination. But you have to start somewhere, even if it's small, even if it's significantly infinitesimal, doesn't really matter. At least start. I'm basically telling my angels and guides are like, you know what, Talara, this actually applies to you too, you know? I'm like, dang it. I gotta get a move on. Now, the next card is the Ace of Chalices. Now, the Ace of Chalices talks of an emotionally filled new relationship that is about to start. That is at the beginning. It's something that you're looking towards. It's something that you are gazing into, that you are hoping, well, not just hoping, but you are looking forward to have it manifest, right? An emotionally filled life. Now, I feel like this emotional connection that is starting here, okay, is definitely going to lead you to being spoiled for choice, having too many options, not knowing which one to pick and where to go towards. And the advice I think you're getting, well, I think we're getting, is that the one to pick is the slow but steady one, the one that will be for the long haul. Like, I know it's not very exciting, it's not very glamorous seeming to a certain extent, but it will definitely go the long way, right? It's for the long haul. This is going to be slow but steady movement in the right direction, is what I'm getting. So, my gorgeous and fellow Virgos, this is all that I have for you guys this week. If you like this, and if you'd like me to go deeper into your specific situation, please contact me at the email in the box below, and it'll be my pleasure to assist. In that same box, you'll find a little description of this video and my price for private readings, as well as the email you can send donations to on PayPal if you feel so called. And with that being said, my gorgeous and fellow Virgos, I wish you guys all a very good week, and I'll see you next time, okay? Bye. Hello and welcome to Titanium Taurus Tarot, and today I will be doing a reading for Capricorn. Okay, so this is for any placements of Cappy you have in your chart. If you do, great. If you don't, great as well. You probably have a message in here for you, so keep an ear out. And if you are a cross watcher, I welcome you with open arms, because heaven knows I was a cross watcher for many a video myself, so I get you and I got you, but I might snitch, so be mindful, okay? And I use Star Spinner Tarot. I'll also mention when it's important for you to use your own intuition. And with that, let's get started. So we got a card that's too excited. And it's like, reveal me. Ah. 9 of Swords. Yeah. Okay. I have like 3 placements of Capricorn in my chart. So 8 of Swords, 10 of Swords, 5 of Swords, Page of Swords, Knight of Swords. Dang, what's up? Why all these swords? That's 5 swords. Sword cards. The Moon. Interesting. I'm gonna put this here. Then you have the 6 of coins. Temperance, Sagittarian energy. Well, the Moon is Piscean energy. Temperance is Sagittarian energy. Then you have the Ace of Wands. And the Wheel of Fate wanted to pop out. The Page of Coins. That's right under the Page of Swords. The Wheel of Fate, and the 8 of Coins. Okay. Then you have the Magician, 3 of Chalices, and the Lovers. One of the Lovers cards. One moment, please. Okay. So, my gorgeous Cappies. Alright. So, first card. 9 of Swords. Is it the 9? No, it's the 8 of Swords. The 8 of Swords indicate that around this person, okay, individual, there are 8 swords, so she feels trapped, and those swords are pretty tall. But if she just moves her head like this, the ribbon that is on her eyes would dislodge, and she'd be able to see that these swords are not very high. She has wings. She can lift herself up and above and leave this so-called prison, mental prison, behind, right? Swords represents thoughts, mental things. So if it's just, she's the one keeping herself in this prison, so to say. Okay. Then you have the 10 of Swords. Now the 10 of Swords, okay, indicates that there's an ending of a way of thinking, a difficult ending of a way of thinking. Because on this card, you see a phoenix that has been pierced by 10 swords. Now, what happens to a phoenix when it dies? It catches on fire, and the ashes, and from the ashes of the old self, the new self emerges, right? Which is like a way of, sorry, there's like construction happening very close. So this would indicate that you are going to be reborn from the ashes of your old self, which is a good thing, right? Then you have the Five of Swords. Now the Five of Swords is showing a person who is stealing 5 swords, right in front of your face, and they're like, what are you doing? And then like, oh, I'm just picking these up. And you're like, yeah, but those are mine. And they're like, I know. What you gonna do about it? Call the cops? Go ahead, do it. I run fast. It's probably the Flash or Flash type personality. Anyway, so this is just indicating that someone is trying to screw you over or do something that is not completely kosher. Probably because their mind is not in the right headspace. With the Page of Swords, who is pointing towards a butterfly, or who is mesmerized by a butterfly. Now, butterflies are not stable, are not long-term. They are just like short-lived. They're beautiful, but they don't stay for a very long time. So you have to love them when they come into your life, and when they leave, you have to be fine with it, right? So this is not someone who is stable, who has long-term goals. They just have quick fixes in their mind, and their quick fix at this moment is stealing your swords. Yeah, and I don't know how long that quick fix will last. Generally, it doesn't last very long. But then you have the Knight of Swords. Now, the Knight of Swords, okay, is mesmerized by their sword. Now, I don't know why they're mesmerized by that sword. Are they looking at it very intently because of the craftsmanship of the sword? Are they looking at it in meditation? Or what is the reason? I don't know. But whatever it is, you are completely consumed by something at this point, right? Just keep in mind. And this thing that you are consumed with, now, so the interesting thing is that both, you have 2 cards and they're both looking at each other. Well, this is looking at the sword, but it's like towards this moon card, and this moon card is like looking at this person, at this Knight of Swords. But what the moon signifies is things that were hidden for a very long time coming to light. So maybe that's why this person is completely mesmerized by that sword, trying to figure out the clues that were hidden in it. Try to figure out, I'm getting there was a secret message in a compartment. I heard glove compartment, but we're not talking about a car. I'm getting a secret compartment. And so that secret has come to light. I don't know what that means. Probably means something to someone. But basically, this is saying that through this meditation, this deep meditation of this object, it could be a flame, it could be something, it could be an object, it could be a scenery, it could be a painting, whatever, right? Whatever works, whatever is actually happening in your reality at this point, at this point, is what is going to allow them to see clearly into some secrets that were kept hidden from them for a very long time. Okay, now the next card being the Six of Coins, right? I feel like that secret is going to be about equal give and take, sharing. Also, it's going to be about, if you notice, this girl has happened to come across strawberries on her way to while she was sweeping the floor, she found strawberries. Or she might be a witch in training. Either way, she's like, ooh, I can make. So whatever, if she was a witch in training, or if she is she's just sweeping, whatever the case may be, she happened upon these strawberries, and she's like, oh, these would be awesome with ice cream, and I should take them home so that my entire family and I can could enjoy them with a very nice dessert, right? Or it could make a very, a mean strawberry pie or jam or whatever the case may be, right? So she is looking at what she has in front of her and she's thinking about how she can share it with everyone else, is what I'm picking up. Now the next card is Temperance, which is Sagittarian energy, which talks about mixing two things together to make something better out of it. And this person has her eyes closed. See, she has her eyes open, so it is a conscious choice to take these strawberries home so that everybody could enjoy them, right? He has his eyes closed, so he is in deep meditation and wondering and just mixing and blending so that it will be all good, right? So it could be so that this drink would be on point. Now the next card is the Ace of Wands, and the Ace of Wands talks of like the beginning of an action that will lead to something great, a great action, but it starts now, is what I'm getting, right? So it starts now, and it is like a God sense, like, oh, type of thing. So then you have the Page of Coins who is just below the Page of Swords. Now what this would indicate is that this Page of Coins, they are slow in moving, but they are steadfast. Like that would be the Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Coins. But the Page of Coins is similar, right? They might be very like second guessing themselves, but when they finally decide to move, it is going to be a very very meaningful project that they've set forth to do, is what I'm getting. Okay, then you have the Wheel of Fate. Now this project that is very well-to-do is not only well-to-do, it is very, very, very well-to-do. It will bring them so much more than they ever thought possible at the beginning, right? Because the Wheel of Fate is turning in their favor. Wheel of Fortune in this deck. And the next card, being the Eight of Coins, all right, would indicate exactly the same thing. It might take time and it might be small increments. I feel like this is talking about dividends accumulating over time, but it is definitely going to be a very good success. Yay! Very well to do. Something that is fun. Well, not. It could be an elf business, which is fun. I can't remember what the elf is. Fun, lucrative business. That'll be Belf. Whatever. In any case, fun and lucrative business. I don't know what the E stands for yet. I can't remember. Anyway, then due to the fact that they have put in the time and effort in this project and waited and put in the effort, the energy, anything that was required, they will see some magnificent returns with the Magician. Now the Magician is master of all four suits in the deck, so he can manifest what he wants, whenever he wants, however he wants, right? So because of all this prior work, I feel like this Magician is definitely going to manifest whatever he wants into his reality. And I feel like it starts with appreciating what you already have with the Three of Chalices. Now, the Three of Chalices talks about a celebration, coming together, all these things, but you need to be appreciative for what you already have. Notice these three are hugging each other. They're like, oh, I appreciate you. I appreciate you too. I feel so lucky. We are all here together and we love each other so much. You have to be appreciative for what you already have, even the negative stuff. And you will see, maybe at first sight, negative things might seem only negative, but once you get a hang of it, you'll see that the negative stuff bring you a lot of good stuff as well, right? So, and the last thing, okay, is the Lover's card. Now, the Lover's card in this Lover's card shows two individuals of different genders, number one. Number two, their eyes are closed. Their eyes are closed and they're thinking. They are going within, figuring out what they need to do, and so on and so forth, right? So what I'm getting is that, so whatever you appreciate, be mindful of it and be conscious of it, and be like outwardly say how much you appreciate it, because it has actually brought you to where you are today. It made you who you are today, and it allows you to experience the life that you are currently experiencing just the way you're experiencing it. Okay, so my gorgeous and fellow Cappies, this is all that I have for you guys this week. If you like this and if you'd like me to go deeper into your specific situation, please contact me at the email in the box below, and it'll be my pleasure to assist. In that same box, you'll find a little description on this video and my price for parrot readings, as well as the email you can send donations to on PayPal if you feel so called. And with that being said, my gorgeous and fellow Cappies, I wish you guys a very good week, and I'll see you next time, okay? Bye.